want to welcome you all to yet another edition of Portgistontv on TV. My names are Fine Tokadi Collins, the anchorman for this program. If you are watching this program for the first time, then you should know that Portgistontv on TV is a program that brings to you happenings, events in and around the seaport, land borders, and airports. So, you are welcome to our show.
Welcome to Wealthy Honey Investment Limited, an international enterprise with over 20 years experience that offers full range of freight forwarding services. With our head office located in the heart of Tinkan Island, Apapa, Lagos, Nigeria, our major aim is to provide high-quality consultancy services to our clients on matters relating to customs, import and export laws, trade and tariff classifications and procedures. We also assist our clients in preparation of import documents, delivery of consignment to clients after customs formalities, and many more. For inquiries, contact us at our office 14 Tinkan Port Container Complex, Tinkan Island, Lagos, Nigeria, Kilometer 2, Glow House, Lasu Ojo Road, Akeson, Lagos, Nigeria, or Wealthy Honey Investment Limited, Jacqueline Land, 1E, Westerlo, Antwerp, Belgium, or call 005-522-7881, 002-644-1351, or 009-982-1927. Or visit our website on www.wealthyhoneyyinvestmentlimited.com.
Let us start today's program with some gist as usual. Then we go to some frequently asked questions by our viewers. Charge has gone to the Nigerian Port Authority (NPA) to provide electricity at the Tinkan Island exit gates. Before the concession of the port, Nigerian Port Authority (NPA) was actually the landlord and the custodian of the goods. But however, immediately after the concessioning of the ports, the various terminal operators is saddled with the responsibility of providing illumination to their various terminals. However, the various exit gates in Tinkan Island and every other port in Nigeria is the responsibility of Nigerian Port Authority to ensure that there's adequate illumination, particularly for Nigerian Customs Service personnel, so that during the course of exiting containers and general cargoes, there won't be confusion as to identifying marks and number, container numbers, vehicles charges numbers in the course of delivery. However, there has been challenges, particularly at Tinkan Island ports, the first gate and the second gate Tinkan Island, as to the provision of adequate electricity for the Nigerian Customs Service personnel in the course of discharging their duty. And that is why the Nigerian Customs Service is threatening to stop delivery of cargoes at the various exit gates once it's 7 or 8 o'clock in the evening, because the Customs Service wants to be sure of what they deliver to the freight forwarders.
Wealthy Honey Boutique. We deal in all quality voile laces, US tops, ladies jeans, shirts and suits, men's suits, male and female Italian shoes and bags, children wear, necklace, wristwatch and all kinds of accessories. Wealthy Honey Boutique is located at Shop 26 and 27, A-Star Plus Plaza, Ikoton Roundabout, Ikoton, Lagos. Telephone 080-2322-8809, 070-4092-8433. You can also email us at gsolof@yahoo.com. Wealthy Honey Boutique. The way you are dressed determines the way you'll be addressed.
There were various complaints received from freight forwarders as to the services rendered by Tinkan Island Container Terminal. Tinkan Island Container Terminal, TICT, is one of the terminal operators in Tinkan Island Port, precisely second gate. However, as a result of a new modus operandi which was introduced by the terminal operators on August 1st, 2011, where freight forwarders are mandated to ensure that they get their debit notes at the billing section before containers are positioned for examination. Before this time, the practice was that every freight forwarder can go for positioning of containers whenever they want. The various terminal operators is changing their modus operandi And that is why TICT, by August 1st, changed her to a situation where freight forwarder must get their debit notes, pay the bills before containers are positioned for examination. Our crew went round the billing section of the TICT and found the place, aside the fact that it is not conducive for freight forwarders, it was overcrowded. And various questions are asked as to what is the solution to this overcrowding of the billing section.
I'll tell you what we have been seeing here since morning, we are not happy with it. Most of us have been hanging as if we are tout and we are not tout. Most of us have a better office where we can sit and continue with our business. This issue started yesterday. I asked one of my staff to come and collect debit note. And he came in here. Throughout yesterday, there was nothing to achieve on. I felt that maybe he's lying, and I decided to come over this morning. And ever since I came in this morning, people have been complaining that they submitted debit note, bill lady yesterday to get debit note. Since yesterday, some of them have not even gotten their invoice up to this very moment. Then some of them who submitted for payment, the same procedure we are facing in terms of getting debit note. That's what we've been facing here since morning. And ever since this problem started, we've never seen any official who have come in to address us and tell us that this is the problem that they are facing. Please take it easy, we are working towards it. Nothing as such. They are just treating us as if we have nothing. And for me, with all what I'm seeing, I'm looking at it, these are tactics for them to accumulate money from people. At the end of the day, they talk of demurrage. So that's what we've been seeing here.
It takes 1 day to get one debit note.
Before this
1 day to make payment. 1 day to collect the receipt.
That's 3 days.
And if you are here in the morning, you will see people. You see 5 people trying to force themselves on this staircase. I was there before 7 o'clock in the morning. I was number 50 something. You can imagine. Since morning, you see the way we are sitting around. So this thing that they are suffering us.
This is 3 o'clock.
This is 3 o'clock.
Have you succeeded in getting?
I have only gotten one. Then the other one that I submitted, I have been waiting for it since that morning. You see the way I was sitting down here like a bookie.
From Portgistontv, we advise the Tinkan Island Container Terminal Operators Management to fine-tune the billing section so that the issue of overcrowding and confusion, which nearly resulted into a chaotic situation, is addressed on time.
The world has indeed become a commercial global village. Nigeria, the West Coast and South Africa have become every shipper's destinations of delight. To meet this growing need, we present the CFAX Group of Companies, a maritime one-stop shop with subsidiaries on the West Coast, London and Texas, USA. With our well-trained and courteous staff, high-tech cranes, stevedoring services, haulage trucks with mileage across Nigeria and abroad, and our utility-bonded terminals, we are indeed Nigeria's leading cargo handlers. CFAX Group of Companies. Our team work with innovation.
APMT is another terminal operator in Apapa Port. Apapa Port is a premier port. Don't forget that APMT has one of the largest terminals in Apapa Port. However, there has been complaints here and there from freight forwarders as to the various challenges they go through in the course of positioning their containers for examination. The federal government is preaching 48 hours delivery of cargoes to the consignee. It was found out that when freight forwarders apply for positioning of containers at APMT terminal, it takes a minimum of 3 days before containers are ever positioned for examination. And during these 3 days, APMT it is not responsible for payment of shipping company charges and storage charges.
AP Mula, I think when they came in then, they were so effective, so everything was going on so smoothly. But now, I think they are digressing. The Nigerian factor is setting in now. In terms of examination, if you want to do an examination at APM terminal, you first of all go and book for examination, and that can take like if you book for example, if you book for examination on Monday now, before they could drop your container, they might give you 3 days or 4 days interval. and that has killed the whole thing. And the charges is on with the freight forwarder. So Ebimola, when they first started, they were okay, but now the things is just the reverse.
We advise APMT management to change their mode operandi and system of operation in the port to facilitate issue of delivery of cargo in the port. Don't forget that if it takes longer time for cargoes to be examined and released by Nigerian Customs Service, it goes a long way in increasing the cost of clearance of cargo in a seaport.
Onishaga International Hotel Limited, fully air-conditioned executive rooms and presidential suites, restaurant and bar facilities, banquet hall for birthdays, clubbing and other ceremonies, nice parking space, intense security, standby generators readily available. Onishaga International Hotels Limited, 8 Tashiru Koshebini Street, Akeson off Lasso Road, Akeson, Lagos. Telephone 01 74 07 995. 01 81 87 316 or 080 94 97 9972. Onishaga International Hotels Limited, where hospitality is perfected.
Standard Organization of Nigeria, SON, had a press briefing where it insisted that it is going on zero-level tolerance for substandard and fake products in Nigeria. Don't forget that the Director General of SON, Dr. Joseph Odumodu, in the last few weeks has been insisting that Nigerian importers must have the Conformity Assessment Program certificate, SONCAP. The SONCAP is an offshore certificate obtainable at the point of importation and supply of goods. And Nigerian importers have been having it tough with this Standard Organization of Nigeria in the seaport, particularly the freight forwarder. The Honorable Minister of Trade and Investment, Dr. Samuel Autumn, was in attendance during this press conference. Our crew was also conducted around the confiscated substandard goods and fake items.
Louis Njoku is the... please explain to the minister what items like.
Yes. We have the helmet, the cable, extension cords, and the tires.
You can also demonstrate
each of them, and like let's take for instance this super glue, supposedly called super glue. I'll open one of them. It's an empty. It's empty. There is nothing in it. So anybody, before you reach ground, you are already dead. Take one more. The same thing. You can see what is in it. Extension cord. When it was tested, immediately it was powered. The cables went on flame. And even the material used in constructing the box also melted. So this can cause fire in the house. It's supposed to be copper, but it's an alloy, mainly of metal. If you have a magnet here and place it here, you see it will stick on it. What happens is that there is increases and the heat increases and it will melt this, and that will bring fire.
Fight this cord. Yes. This is amazing. What I've witnessed here is amazing, and Nigerians must know. And we must eradicate substandard products in this country. Amen. Because you can imagine how much Nigerians are losing as a result of this. How many containers did you say that came in?
For the super glue, 2 containers.
Oh, you can imagine. Super glue.
Container here. This is about 14 trucks.
Okay, 14 trucks.
Yes.
And you can imagine what have escaped without sun.
Exactly.
Finding out that we're substandard. And this will find itself into the market, and at the end of the day, the vulnerable Nigerians will acquire this, and this is that trap.
Yes.
For Nigerians, and we cannot allow it to continue. This government of President Jonathan Goodluck will not compromise on substandard products in this country. In fact, I would recommend that countries where these things are coming from should be sanctioned.
It's of substandard. So it did not meet the requirement of the standard. Those are
Over 1,000 border posts, and today SON is only present in 6 out of 1,000. So that is why we have the market initiative. We are aware that even through the borders, even through the ports, the bad products will still come in, and that is why we want to wait for them at the market. So at the end of the day, nothing is lost. We know no government agency has the capacity to cover the forest. Not SON, not any of the security agencies. So there is no need to worry ourselves too much about that. The major ones like Idiroko, Seme, Jibia and others, we are present there. But the point is that if you understand that our mandate is to ensure that people are not exposed to substandard products. So that is why we want to enter the market and ensure that before people get to those products, we make sure they are removed. So I want to assure Nigerians that there is nothing that they should be worried about. 15th of August is the day, it is the D-Day. After that day, consumers can then heave a sigh of relief and understand that there's a government agency that is there to watch out for their welfare.
From Portgistontv and events on TV, we advise Nigerians, particularly importers, to be patriotic by bringing in standard products, goods into our economy. Welcome back. On this segment of feedback, we received many questions from Nigerians and inputs that shows that Nigerians and viewers are actually watching our program, Portgistontv and events on TV. And we want to assure you that every question that is asked on this segment will be answered. However, we'll take 2 or 3 of the questions asked and answer them as time permits us. One of the questions goes that, I once watched a guest on your program who happens to be the chairman of CRFFN. The question is, what is CRFFN? The person that sent in this question wishes to know what CRFFN means. CRFFN is a Council for the Regulation of Freight Forwarding Practice in Nigeria. And CRFFN is established by an act, that is Act 16 of 2007, which was signed into law by the former President of Nigeria, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. CRFFN is to regulate the practice of freight forwarding in Nigeria, particularly maritime industry. You can be a member of CRFFN if you are a freight forwarder. And don't forget that CRFFN is saddled with the responsibility of regulating freight forwarding practice and regulating the various associations we have in the maritime industry. It is also the responsibility of CRFFN to set standards as to who becomes a freight forwarder. What is the prerequisite to become a freight forwarder in Nigeria? If you want to be a member of CRFFN, don't hesitate to call us on this program. You can reach us on our email, portgistontv@yahoo.com. You can also reach us on Facebook, Portgistontv. Also, our telephone numbers are on the screen. A viewer called in to know what connection does NIMASA has with shipwrecks. He also wishes to know what is shipwreck. NIMASA is Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency. This was established by virtue of Act 17 of 2007, which was signed by the former President of Nigeria, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. However, shipwreck is abandoned vessel or ships on our waterway. Why do we have abandoned ships and vessels on our waterway? There are various reasons why there could be shipwrecks or abandoned vessels on our waterways. Some vessels are not seaworthy and are abandoned by the owner. Some are also impounded as a result of oil bunkering, stealing by either Navy or by act of court injunction or smuggling. Let us now look at the effect of shipwrecks on our waterway. Shipwrecks can cause erosion. It can also kill aquatic lives. It could also block the waterway, and this will not allow vessels to enter Nigerian waterways, which has the negative effect on our economy. It can also be an harbor for pirates, that is the sea pirates. And that is why we are calling on NIMASA to make sure that all the shipwrecks on our waterways are cleared off.
Welcome to Wealthy Honey Investment Limited, an international enterprise with over 20 years experience that offers full range of freight forwarding services. With our head office located in the heart of Tinkan Island, Apapa, Lagos, Nigeria, our major aim is to provide high-quality consultancy services to our clients on matters relating to customs, import and export laws, trade and tariff classifications and procedures. We also assist our clients in preparation of import documents, delivery of consignment to clients' customs formalities, and many more. For inquiries, contact us at our Office 14, Tinkan Port Container Complex, Tinkan Island, Lagos, Nigeria, Kilometer 2, Glow House, Lasu Ojo Road, Akeson, Lagos, Nigeria, or Wealthy Honey Investment Limited, Jacqueline Island, 1E, Westerlo, Antwerp, Belgium, or call 005-522-7881, 002-644-1351, or 009-982-1927. Or visit our website on www.wealthyhoneyinvestmentlimited.com.
The Association of Nigerian Licensed Customs Agents, ANALCA, Tinkan Island Chapter, wish to dissociate ourselves and our members from any act of thuggery and hooliganism in and around the port. To this effect, the Association of Nigerian Licensed Customs Agents, ANALCA, Tinkan Island Chapter, has opened a register to update her membership list. With this, there will be issuance of ANALCA's identity card. Chapter identification cards will be digital, while national identification cards will be biometric. There will also be issuance of code of conduct.
That is all we have for you on Portgistontv. Thank you very much for joining us. Don't forget that Portgistontv is a weekly program. Don't hesitate to join us, same time, same station next week. Until then, stay blessed.